Last week brought a wonderful stretch of weather. This week, a little bit more of a mixed bag, and this is due in part to Tropical Storm Arthur. Let's take a look at our webcam here, and you notice the breezy conditions, and that is going to stay with us for not only today, but Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Let's get you the latest on Arthur. It is a tropical storm. We have tropical storm warnings in effect for the Outer Banks. This is the 6th year in a row that we have had a named storm in the Atlantic Hurricane Basin before the official start of the hurricane season on June 1st. Now, once it gets past the Outer Banks, it's going to make a turn to the right and pretty quickly and going to get away from our area. But it does move so slowly, and that's why we do have the potential for coastal flooding as well as high seas and surf, and those are our two main threats as we go over the next couple of days. The good news is, though, because the system is relatively far away from us, we're not expecting extreme impacts from this, but still, it will be around over the next couple of days. Rain, only a little bit, but not a lot here in South Jersey, and when it comes to the winds, no damaging winds will be expected. Let's take a closer look at that coastal flooding here. Today is good, but as we go into tomorrow, a few spots will start to see coastal flooding, and it will be widespread for the Tuesday evening high tide. It does look like throughout the days on Tuesday and Wednesday, and even the Thursday morning, anywhere is at risk for some kind of coastal flooding, but as you can see, it is mainly going to be confined to the evening high tides. And minor flood stage means you're going to want to move your cars, and you're going to want to stay away from the flooded roadways, but we're not expecting any water inundation. That moderate and major coastal flooding holds south into the Chesapeake Bay. You can see Arthur spinning to our south. That's where you see those flare-ups of the reds and the yellows, as well as the oranges. And to our west is another low pressure system. And actually, believe it or not, it's that low pressure system to our west that will be giving us the clouds for most of this week. If it was just Arthur alone, we'd probably be sunny for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but that won't be the case, as that storm system that you see out to our west will be making its way into our area for not only this week, but even into our Memorial Day weekend as well. Let's take a look at our radar for today. You see Arthur trying to get some rain bands in, but it should stay just far enough away for a dry day today, albeit on the cloudy side here. And as our forecast for today, cloudy, cool, and breezy as well with that northeasterly wind. And we are not expecting any wind damage, but I wouldn't leave out any loose objects for this afternoon as well. Our marine forecast shows seas are high, and a small craft advisory is in effect for today. And really, at least until Thursday, I would not take out any kind of small boats that you have. Leave it until the weekend for Memorial Day weekend. It will be much better for you. For tonight, continuing with the breezy weather, it will be mostly cloudy out. Temperatures just about average for this time of year. Enough to leave the windows open at night as long as you're not allergic to the pollen, and we have seen plenty of pollen now. Even on my car, you do notice that you have that thin layer of that yellowish green color from the pollen. Let's take a look at our Tuesday, and we'll have a little bit more sunshine. We'll call it a mix of clouds and sun, but we will continue with the strong winds. They will come from the easterly direction, keeping temperatures on the cooler side for this time of year. We'll only be in the 50s along the shoreline, but look at Philadelphia, well into the 60s. So depending on where you are, you're either okay with t-shirt and jeans, or you're going to want the extra layer. Now, before we get into our Memorial Day weekend forecast, we're doing something this week at the Press of Atlantic City called the MD Dub Double Play, where I'm asking people all up and down the coast to share their two favorite songs to drive along the beach to. And for today, we're going to turn it over to Long Beach Island and Harvey Cedars with Chief of Police Robert Burnaford.
How you doing, everyone? Chief Robert Burnaford from the Harvey Cedars Police Department here on Long Beach Island. As we gear up for the unofficial start of summer, Memorial Day weekend, I'd like to remind everyone that we ask you to comply with all the governor's executive orders. And if you plan on driving down to the Jersey Shore, I suggest listening to two different songs. The first one is the Island Song by the Zac Brown Band, and the second is Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. If you have not heard them, you got to check them out. And thanks to Meteorologist Joe Martucci for having me on.
The Chief's been a friend of mine in my time at the press, and I want to thank him for the warm welcome, for keeping us safe, and for his music recommendations. I'll raise a glass of espresso to that. Let's get into our Shore 7-day forecast. The winds will weaken for Thursday and Friday as temperatures start to rebound. And let's take a zoom into Harvey Cedars now for Memorial Day weekend. If you're heading over to 72 Bridge and making a left, well, Saturday will be a summery day, and we will be talking about a couple of showers or thunderstorms, but I'm not expecting it to be a washout, just something where you might have to run off the stand for just a little bit. Otherwise, Sunday and Monday do look to be drier and have more sunshine, but it will be on the cooler side. Maybe not the best weather for laying out on the beach, but pretty good weather for a barbecue. We'll flip over to the mainland 7-day forecast, warmer temperatures, of course, and then as we go into Memorial Day weekend. T-shirt and jeans will do, maybe even shorts weather as well. For the latest in South Jersey weather, you can follow me on social media, or you can go to our website at thepressofac.com/weather.